Yep.
Action.
Hey, we're back. When I say we, I mean we. Sailor Handsome Pants here with Mark Evans, Lori behind the camera,
Hi.
and Al Ernst. Another segment of Boat Drinks and Road Stories. Al was the one that took me under his wing back in my early days. One of the coolest things was getting a chance to go to the Bahamas.
Yes, it was. We got to spend 2 weeks down in the Bahamas, of which only about 3 of those days we were coherent enough to actually remember the ship. No, I'm kidding, but we did have a couple of times where we might have, I don't know.
Indulged?
Yeah, just a little bit with our friend Brent. And, but you know, the Bahamas was always an interesting show because knowing what we know, you broke even on pay because
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. And then, so the rest of the time, you were just out there having fun. In fact, I know one
It was
comedian
it's the Atlantis Resort.
at the Atlantis.
It's a $1 billion resort, so it was a working vacation. If you're lucky, you made enough to pay for your travel and food and a couple of bucks, but that was it.
And what I will say real quick is there's one comedian that we both know that didn't gambled his entire week, 2 weeks worth of pay away, and he was so short on money, they had to let him lend the money to pay the departure tax to be able to fly off the island.
And
So
that's less than $50.
That's less than $50. That's all he had, and he had to get that borrowed.
But sadly, Joker's Wild closed a couple weeks ago. Did you hear about
I
that?
heard about that. I'm really happy.
They've been around for
Some
decades.
years. Yep.
It all went downhill when Richard, or a guy known as Big Cup, the guy
Big
that used
Cup.
to run the club.
Rest in peace, sir.
Yes. Drinks up to Big Cup. He was the coolest guy. When he passed, the club just, it was on its downfall then. But the saddest story is for Naughty. That's the name of the house MC.
And he's been there for 100 years.
I don't know what he's going to do for a living, but even worse, now that he's not there hosting the shows, I don't know where he's going to get his material from anymore.
Well, maybe he was.
Every comic listening is laughing right here and knows
Yes,
what
he
I'm
is.
talking about.
Yeah, well, because you can almost guarantee that part of your act was going to be in the show the week after you departed the island.
He waited that long for you? This was first night was Tuesday, and we worked 2 weeks, Tuesday to Sunday for 2 weeks. Wednesday night, he was doing my Jehovah's Witness joke.
Yes, he was. Well, that's
our
how we
signal.
do it. But and there's our alarm right on time. So we love you guys, and we'll see you again.
Yeah, we're going to do some more. Keep tuning in.